What up, YouTube? It's big fight night, so you know what that means. I'm getting ready to talk my shit on this next episode of Boxing and Bullish. Check it out. Already spoke on it then, and I'm gonna speak on it again. It's time to talk the shit. It's time to talk my shit. So, in my video I did previously, I talked about how I feel Boots is going to beat up Xander Zayas. It's going to start off competitive, I think. But after looking at the weigh-in yesterday, Xander Zayas looked weight drained. And I'm going to put up other videos. We're going to check it out. So my man Blue Blood Sports TV, shout out to Blue Blood. Go subscribe to his channels, Blue Blood Sports TV. He do awesome clips every day, awesome news, bringing it to you every day. I subscribe to him, so I did catch this news that he did bring up, and I had to go and check out the weigh-in to just see what he was talking about, to make sure and see for myself, since I'm not out there in New York to be able to see it live. And in this video, Blue Blood talks about how Xander looked extremely weight drained, and this was the day before, or 2 days before, the day before, 2 days before the weigh-in, and Xander was still at 162, meaning he had to drop 8 pounds. Now Xander came in at 153.8, I believe. So he came in just under 154, which means that he had to put in a lot of burning and a lot of time in the steam and all sorts of things, and no eating and no drinking anything to burn that 8 pounds. Whereas Boots was already on target at 158. He looked like he had a lot more energy at the weigh-in. When I looked at the weigh-in, Boots looked a whole lot more energetic. So let's check that out. So yeah, we just want to go ahead and check him out on the scales real quick. Just check him out. What I saw was Xander, his face looked a lot drawn in, even though he was smiling, he looked like he felt good. You could tell the difference in his face and how drawn it was from previous interviews, and when he was still, he still had weight on him, and he was still going through his training camp. But you could tell this was a tough cut. Xander is big for his weight class. I mean, you've seen him, and he's going to blow back up for this fight. Like, by tonight, he going to be 170 easy. So, he going to blow up big. He a big dude for 154. But let's just check them out on the scales. We're going to start with Jaron Bucenis as he comes out. Let's see how Jaron looks. His face, now that beard make his face look a lot full. Now he had to shave the beard. He gonna look a lot different with that beard off. His face, you can't tell the difference in his face with that beard. But when you take that beard off, well, and maybe the cut, but he didn't look like the cut was bad for Jaron. It looked like he made his weight a lot easier. He is coming up to 154, but he was big for 147 because of his height, his length. He was big for 147, but I think that at 154 he's a lot more comfortable. He was probably able to eat better, and he looked a lot more comfortable at the weigh-in. Let's check it out.
SA for the official weigh-in for our big night of World Championship Professional Boxing taking place here tomorrow night. And it's now time to weigh in the main event of the evening. as Mr. Eddie Hearn from Matchroom Boxing, in association with Top Rank Incorporated and Boots Promotions, are proud to present 12 rounds of boxing for the unified WBA and WBO Super Welterweight Championship of the world.
I wanted to look at the rankings. They got Virgil Ortiz number 1, Sebastian Fundora number 2 at junior middleweight.
The main event.
And I'm thinking after this fight with Boots,
from Matchroom Boxing, in association with
if
Top
Boots
Rank
comes out on
Incorporated
top,
and Boots Promotions, are proud
one
to
of them
present
got to see Sebastian
12 rounds of boxing for the unified WBA
between Boots and Xander.
Super Welterweight
Whoever come out on top,
of the world.
they got to see Sebastian.
Now making his way to the stage,
And
please welcome the challenger for
man,
tomorrow night. His professional
that's
record,
gonna be
perfect.
a real
fights,
war.
35 victories,
I mean,
with
if Boots come out on
31
top, it's going to be
wins
super
coming
bad. It's
by
going to be
way
a super
of
war with him
knockout.
and
Ladies
Fundora.
and gentlemen,
If they have
here
to
is
see
the
each other.
undefeated
I'm wondering
former
if Boots want
unified
to tackle that task.
champion of the world,
I wonder if he's
fighting
ready
out
to
of
tackle that task, because
Philadelphia,
Fundora is a beast.
Pennsylvania, USA,
He's a beast. So
Tehran,
let's check that out.
Boots Ennis.
2 got 4 pounds in the tent, so we ain't gonna rumble. You get some money, they love you as soon as you lose it. Don't want you, please.
See, that's what I mean. Like, Boots don't look dried out. He got energy. He got energy in his way. That all matters. All of that. That's energy, and that matters. If your guy got that kind of energy and feeling pumped at the weigh-in, then he had a decent cut, because if you had a bad one, you drained. You don't have that kind of energy to bounce around. You ready to get you something to eat and drink as soon as possible.
Champion of the world, de San Juan, Puerto Rico,
Xander's in great shape. He might have had a heart, but he's in great shape. Now look at his face, though. That's what his face.
Now to the scale. The challenger for tomorrow night, Jerron Boots Ennis.
153, a whole pound under.
For Jerron Boots Ennis, 153 pounds.
He in great shape. Jerron came in great shape for this one.
The defending unified world
No
champion,
question.
Xander Zayas.
Now look at Xander.
153.8 for Xander Zayas.
Xander is in great shape too. Both of those guys came in great shape. I think Xander did have a harder time making the weight. And I think that's going to be a factor in this fight. I sat back and just watched. I watched one of Xander's past fights when he won the championship, when he became a unified champion. And Xander is going to gas out. He gasses out. I see that. He gasses out. He started getting caught later in the fight clean. They talk about Boots getting hit clean. No, Xander, you get hit clean, sir. And you get hit like that with Boots. I think what's going to happen is Boots going to start catching him with those clean shots early. And by the 5th, 6th round, I would say, we're going to see Xander really busted up and breaking down. He's a champion. He's great. He has great skills. He's going to move. It's not going to be easy for Boots in the early of the fight. Believe that. Xander can move. So he's not going to just stand right in front of you. He's going to move. And Xander can pop. So Boots better be ready to take it as he gets it. But that's one thing about Boots Ennis. He gets hit he gets mad. He gets mad. And so let's just check out some what Boots did to Dillon was unbelievable. This is Boots against Emmanuel Stanionis. Oh my goodness. See, this is the stuff I'm talking about, the body work. Boots is going to be crazy on the inside and the outside. He goes crazy on the inside and the outside.
Good right hand from Stanionis. He's getting his shots in, Chris. It's just not nearly the same power that...
This is what I'm talking about, when Boots like to go ahead and get touched up a little bit. He like to get hit a little bit. Because that make him mad. Now he got his guard up. He like to get hit a little bit though. He like to take a shot to give a shot. That's Boots. He'll take a shot. He's willing to take a shot. But look at that.
He is schooling Stanionis so far as making a miss. I mean,
see, this is what I was talking about as far as what Xander has never seen. I said this in my previous videos. Yes, Boots can get hit, but when he get hit, it just make him madder. And when he start putting that work on you, it's vicious. He's trying to put you in the dirt. And when he wants to be defensive, he's very good as far as defensive when he wants to be. He doesn't show everything in every fight, because sometimes I think he wants to put on a show. So sometimes I think he's willing to take punches to go in there and do this. Beat you up. Now this is the 5th round. Don't look at the body shots underneath the guard. Very well placed. And I believe that's what stopped Stanionis. Them body shots broke him down. That's what stopped him. That's what put him out.
You can't keep someone in the same space.
See, this is Boots. It's the next round, and it significantly had broken down even more. 5th round, it was already bad, so it's a gradual beat up process. This is what I'm thinking Xander is going to face. The same gradual beat you up process. Beat him up, boom, boom, boom. Put him on the canvas, and he stopped him from that point. That's what I'm talking about. Let's check out Xander. Okay, so this is Xander in the unification fight against Abbas Barao. Now this was a tough fight, but this is some highlights. Xander got clipped right there. He just got popped. But there go the left hook. Xander Zayas got a great left hook. Boom. Quick uppercut. Combinations.
My goodness.
Barao has been having some success here in round 5 with shots like that. That's about the 5th right hand that Barao
This was a great fight, actually.
When he takes his angle, the Barao is
but this is the type of thing I'm talking about. If Abbas Barao could give you that kind of trouble, because Xander gassed late in this fight, and if Abbas Barao could give you that kind of trouble and gas you and take you into those deep waters and start clipping you late in the fight, just imagine what Boots will do to you early on. Now, this is what I'm talking about, though. This is Xander, though. I think this is one of his best exchanges. This was the 9th round. This one they did. This one he had a boss hurt. But Xander is not a big knockout puncher. He got knockouts, but he's not a tremendous puncher at 154. He's another guy that'll beat you up and stop you. But he's not one of those guys that's a vicious puncher like Boots. Boots is a vicious puncher. To the body, he's vicious. He rips to the body. And he places his punches very well. This was a tough fight. And it was a split decision. So one of the judges didn't even think Xander won the fight. So right there, when you look at something like that and you check them highlights, you gotta go in the direction of Boots Ennis. So tonight, my prediction for that fight is Boots by TKO. We'll be back with another take. This next take is about to be about Gervonta G Money Davis. That's right. Gervonta is making all kind of waves and headlines, and we gonna cover it. And I'm gonna say this: I believe I called this shit out. Check it out. So before I show this clip, this is off my first episode of Boxing and Bullish podcast. The first podcast I did where I talked boxing while I traded. And during this podcast, I talked about Gervonta Tank Davis. I talked about the need for Tank to be back in the mix. And I talked about why I felt like he wasn't in the mix. And it's because I think he's so loyal. He was so loyal to PBC. He was so loyal to Al Heyman. He was so loyal to Calvin Ford, Kenny Ellis, his team. He so loyal to the hood too, and to the culture, that he wouldn't switch up. He wouldn't go to the zone. He wouldn't work with Turkey Al-Sheikh where all the other fighters was doing it. But I felt like Gervonta should have been the face. He should have been the biggest face that Turkey had. When they did all of that, all the fighters Turkey had, he did that big picture. I felt like Gervonta should have been the front face of it. And he turned it down. And I felt like he boxed himself out. And he needed to be in the mix. And I'm going to talk about it just real quick on this. This was my first clip. This is a show that I thought of, talked this shit up first. And now, what do we see? Before I even play the clip, what do we see? He is now starting to wake up, wisen up, and he's making moves. And we about to see the real Tank, the real G Money come out. That too. I know he, if Devin Haney and Shakur get in that ring. Right now, I'm talking about the Zuffa situation, signing Devin Haney, signing Shakur Stevenson. What happens? We're gonna watch it, and the fact that whoever wins, Tank should be in the mix. We're gonna say, and now they're the best. Hello, they're the best welterweight. They're the best lightweight. Whatever weight class they decide they want to be at for this Zuffa thing. If they fight each other, whoever wins is the best. For right now, Tank is in the mix too. Hopefully Tank do something like that too. I know he, super loyal to PBC and what they doing and things like that, but get that money, man. You know what I'm saying? Get your career up because you're supposed to be the best. See right there. I brought that up right there in my video. And shortly after that, not saying that it was not going to put that much credit, but I tell you what, shortly after that, we're starting to see something. We're going to show it.
Tank Davis going to Jose Benavidez, senior as his coach. I'm not sure if he's completely departing from Calvin Ford tutelage, but it's official. I just saw Jose Benavidez Sr. Instagram and on his socials, he's showing Gervonta Tank Davis working out in this video and announcing and marketing the new Gervonta Tank Davis on Team Benavidez merchandise.
Right now
he had a few videos out there showing Gervonta Tank Davis working out and all those things, and I promise you, he could not have made this announcement without Gervonta Tank Davis' blessing. For me.
So boom. I mean, when it come down to it, that's it. That's showing you right there that it's a change. He changing his whole shit up. He fired Calvin Ford. He working with a whole new trainer. He cut through the shit, all of a sudden came out of nowhere, dropped the WBA title, forget the belt. I don't want to... Floyd, you can have it. Gave the belt to Floyd Schofield, dropped it, called out Devin Haney, basically said, bump Shakur. Let us do it. Let's go, Big Nose. Called out Devin Haney. Now, this is what I love about Devin. Devin ain't turning down nothing but his collar when it come down to that. Nuck if you buck. He chooses to buck. He likes to buck. So he like, let's do it. Bet. This is what I like about Devin Haney. He is Debo Dev. He not turning down nothing. So he don't turn down no fades. Gervonta Tank Davis, or let me not say that. Gervonta G Money Davis. Cause now he G Money. He out to get it. He said I'm coming to get niggas. G Money coming to get niggas. So there you go. But he coming out to do it, and he said I want Big Nose. So that give me confirmation that, and how this fight gonna happen? How is this fight gonna happen? Is PBC gonna be a part of it? Is Gervonta gonna free agent it and do a one fight deal with another promotion that can really get him that bag? That's what I think. I think we're looking at a move, a total move, where Gervonta is getting away from all of that. I think PBC is a mess. I think PBC is a mess. I think after seeing or hearing the things that we've heard in the news lately, and I'm going to talk about that in a minute because I actually feel bad about it. I hate to see it with Floyd Mayweather. I'm a big Floyd Mayweather fan. Always have been. Been to a lot of Floyd Mayweather fights. He was probably the first major fighter where I would get on a plane and fly and actually go to his fights. He was the first fighter I was doing that for. So I got a lot of love for Floyd. I hate to see what he's going through. But what I really hate is what we heard. And we're going to get into that. But I think that is where also Gervonta probably knows or has heard these same things. And with him being a very loyal dude, I think that rubbed him wrong. And I think that that's his reason. I think he's going to get away from that shit. I think that he's going to rub anybody that's like that's cut from that cloth, even me. I know as soon as something don't rub me right like that, when I see that disloyalty, I see something, even if it wasn't to me, I feel like it probably will be to me. If it was somebody else that was close and they was in the same circle, y'all did him like that, yeah, you'll probably do me like that too. So I end up getting away. I cut away from it. And I bet that's probably how he felt too. He probably cut away from it. And I hope he do. I hope for his career and for the sake of me, as me being a fan of Gervonta G Money Davis, as me being a fan of his, I hope that he breaks away from slimy Leonard Ellaby, because Leonard Ellaby is a slime ball, and PBC, break away from it and join with Eddie Hearn at Matchroom, Zuffa. Get with another company and they're gonna give you the bag. Because guess who backing it? Guess who with it? Turkey. Go ahead, kick it with Turkey. Y'all chop it up. You know he wants you. You know he wants you on the roster because you should be the face of it. G Money Davis. Tank Davis. You should be the face of the zone boxing. We're going to talk about the last take. Alright. So this was recorded. This was set out by my man Blue Blood Sports TV. Subscribe to his channel, Blue Blood Sports TV. He reported this, but this was reported on several outlets. I've seen this in several outlets, but I happened to look at his clip, and he's talking about. We saw the headlines. I mean, it was all over TMZ too, about Floyd facing felony charges for fraud in Nevada, and I want to just give my take that I feel, bad inside. In one sense, I feel like, well, Floyd, that's what you get. You did a whole lot of flexing, a lot of spending, a lot of showing off, a lot of unnecessary showing off, a lot of unnecessary lavish spending that you did. And everybody knew that the money couldn't last forever. Like, you retired, you're not making money like that, you doing exhibition fights. Ain't no way, the money can last forever, man. So it was kind of like, what did you expect was going to happen after a while of all of that extra flexing? And then also too, we all know like how Floyd has treated people, women, and people in the past. He's, what I'm saying, he got a reputation, and I met Floyd a couple times myself. He wasn't a jerk with me. Like, I met Floyd a couple times in Vegas during fight week, and the first time I met him, he signed my TMT hat, and he was cool. He's actually pretty gracious. I met him during the meet and greet the week he fought Canelo Alvarez. I was at that fight, and Canelo didn't sign shit. He had all the fans. He had all the fans. Canelo didn't sign shit. Matter of fact, Floyd did the same thing for the meet and greet when he fought Cotto. Cotto didn't sign shit. Floyd, I took pictures then with Floyd. And Floyd was gracious enough, if you had tickets to the fight, it was like a Friday night type fights going on at the Hard Rock Casino. If you had tickets to the fights, Floyd gave you free tickets to that fight, the Friday night fights at Hard Rock, and this party he did. It's like a little pre-fight party that he did with free food, free drinks, the whole nine was all on them. And you had tickets to that as long as you had tickets to the fight. So it was pretty cool, but I also know that he could be a jerk too, because I seen him do that too. And he got a reputation for being that out there, you know what I mean, out in Vegas. So, it's kind of like you get what you get. If you treat people bold, you do dirty dealings, because a lot of times we know for in the past of him doing dirty dealings where he didn't pay for stuff he had to pay for. He didn't pay what he owed. He'd have been in the news before for not paying what he owed. So This ain't exactly brand new behavior from Floyd. We've heard it and seen it before. But I do feel bad just watching this man trying to save face. He's trying to save face. He know he looking bad right now, and the cameras is in his face everywhere he go. His fights is getting canceled. He had these exhibitions, but he can't do this exhibition because he reneged on the previous ones. So they canceled his exhibition out in France, and he's looking like an old man that's going through it. He not looking the Floyd Money Mayweather, that persona gone. Now you just looking like an old man that's going through these real life financial difficulties. And as much as we want to say, well, his broke ain't the same as y'all broke. It is if you about to be homeless. It's the same broke then. Homeless is homeless. If you got houses, but they all foreclosed. You getting evicted left and right. That's the same broke. Same kind of broke. Yeah. Same broke. Now, I don't understand. Let's be for real. All that man gotta do is sell 5 of them watches, and he a millionaire. Like, come on. He not broke. He can take them watches and I heard he do that anyway. He hawk his stuff and buy it back and hawk it and buy it back and hawk. I heard he do that. But if you sell a couple cars, because you got fleet of cars, you sell 3 of them cars, you can't drive them all. Sell 3 of them. Sell about 10 of them out of them 200 something watches you got. Sell about 10 of them watches. He a multi-millionaire. Period. Like, that's automatic. But then as soon as he sell it, now you got to pay all the shit you owe. So I don't know. You better title them assets up. Let's see what them assets total up to. See if you can flip them. But I feel bad for him because he going through it, and he was a great fighter. He had a great career. And he was the model. Everybody looked at him like, if you're a boxer, that's who you want to be. And to this day, it's still that. Floyd is the icon. If it's any kind of, when it comes to boxing, what every boxer aspire to want to be, Floyd. Who's their number one? Floyd. Floyd is the icon. And so it's sad to see him end up like a lot of greats in the past. Sugar Ray Robinson died broke. Joe Louis died broke. You know what I mean? It's sad to see these greats end up in that situation. And Floyd is not that old. So just imagine, without the proper financial guidance to getting back on track, you're only going to get older. So the exhibitions, that's going to go out the window. You're going to have to find some other things to do. And so over the course of the next 5-10 years, if you already done put yourself in this kind of financial debt where you facing prison because you've been writing bad checks, got to get you on track. Because the next 5-10 years, it's only going to get worse. You're only going to get older. Your chances of earning with your fist, they go out the window. Nobody want to see 50, 60-year-old, 55, 60-year-old man trying to box if you ain't Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson, the only 60-year-old man that can get away with that. You ain't going to be able to do that. And so, Floyd, I feel for you, brother. And that's my take on that. And while I'm talking about Floyd, let's talk about Leonard Ellaby, snake ass, and Al Heyman, snake ass.
Yeah, I told you I was just pissed. I didn't like what, you know.
It's okay. You just worry about
your family, and you worry about yourself. Me and you stay close together, and we're gonna put his little ass in the ground. You'll see. Yeah, because like I said, that just pissed me off. Talking about he owned the PBC. Yeah, well, you know, he's been saying that. How many years he's been saying that? You own them, and you own yourself. Yeah. And talking about he gonna bunch of millions of dollars. Don't worry about that. He's got the ability to buy tickets, but you didn't even have the money for it. I got us covered, Lane. You just do your thing. Me and you are covered. Okay? Yeah, okay, partner. We getting to work tomorrow and the other thing on that. And your stuff's already in. Your money will be in your bank before you leave. Okay. Thank you, buddy. Bye-bye. Okay.
That's the snake shit. That's why I feel bad for Floyd. Cause when his career was going and he was up, Leonard Ellaby was just he was just all on Floyd too. Everything. Floyd the A side. Floyd gonna be he always the A side. All the time. Now Floyd down and you behind his back. Going. Oh man, cause yeah, he said he owned the PBC, boss. Yeah, he was talking about he owned the PBC. He don't own nothing. Man, y'all some scurvy snakes. That's why you gotta, it's like, I'm rooting for Floyd on this one. Even though he talks so much junk, I gotta root for him because you do got snakes in your picture. And these are the people that he depended on. Al Heyman, that's my advisor. Al Heyman, that's my advisor. Al Heyman, that's my partner. Al Heyman. And then Leonard Ellaby. Me and Leonard, we been great. We gonna work together. Me and Leonard. It was always Leonard Ellaby and Floyd. And now you turn around and you stabbing him in his back. Made millions of dollars with you. Guaranteed Floyd and you all made millions of dollars together. Because I remember, I know him watching Leonard Ellaby when I was a kid. Leonard Ellaby was in the business a long time. I remember when Leonard Ellaby had hair, walking Mike Tyson down. That's how long I've seen Leonard Ellaby in the business. He know the business. But the man is a snake. So, sad to see with Floyd. When you're doing business with these guys, Floyd, he put trust in the wrong folks. And these guys jerked him over. And it's sad. It's sad to see. So, that's my take. Alright, thank you for tuning in to another episode of Boxing and Bullish. I am your host, Deb the Smoke. Let's review my takes for today. So my first take was Xander Zayas versus Jaron Boots Ennis for the Unified Junior Middleweight Championship. And who's going to win and why. And I gave my prediction and my take, and I showed why. And we talked about that. And then the next thing we talked about was Gervonta Tank Davis. Well, not Tank anymore. Gervonta G Money Davis coming back and making waves. And then my last take, of course, was Floyd Mayweather. And he's not Money no more. He's just Floyd Mayweather Jr. going through his money woes. And we also talked about Leonard Ellaby and Al Heyman, the Snakes. Those are my takes for today. So thank you for tuning in to another episode of Boxing and Bullish. I am your host, Dev the Smoke. We'll see you at the next one. Peace.